So I wanted to respond to a comment that I got on the Esdras Eagle post that I did, video that I did. I want to start by saying I really, really like what Michael Rush has put together. I do feel that it is very inspired. I do think, like with all things, we have to go and determine what's true. We need to get our own witness. We need to study it, think it out, pray about it, all of those things. And I've done a lot of that. When I read the post, watched the post by Morgan Philpott the other day, and then watched the post by the Manti Homestead gentleman, it was intriguing. It was intriguing. I thought to myself, well, why couldn't that be a possibility? This comment that I got said steer away from that and focus just on Michael Rush. I don't intend to do it or even make my own predictions to diminish what Michael Rush has done. I have found this incredibly fascinating, and I don't think that there's anybody to thank for bringing it to light other than Michael Rush. I would have never seen it or heard about it or found it because I was not reading a second Ezra at the time. And even had I read it, I might have found parts of it puzzling and maybe parts of it mirroring America, thinking that it symbolized it, but I don't know that I would have put the pieces together as he did. But I think it's marvelous what he's done. Now, interpreting it, there are a lot of different things that could be interpreted with this. Nobody really knows, and nobody will really know until it's past. Where are we? We're at the moment when we believe we're at the moment when two are planning to reign. It says, and I looked, and behold, the two that remained were planning between themselves to reign together. Now, the theory that had come forth before was those two planning had already planned. And then you've got Feather 5 and 6 that will come in at the very end. The other theory is that we're currently looking at Feather 3 and 4, which would potentially be Trump and DJ Vance, assuming that two remained that were planning between themselves to reign together. If they were planning on reigning together, that would be Trump and Vance. If it was two were planning to reign and were planning at the same time, that technically could be Kamala Harris and Trump. And we know that Kamala Harris now is out of the picture. She wasn't supported by the deep state. She didn't have the spike in counts in the middle of the night that Biden had. And likewise, I would say that the things that Trump is currently doing is not winning the favor of the deep state or the cabal, the U.S. government. I think that there are a lot of people in the government that are fearful of what he is going to do. And I do think that what he's doing sets a stage for him being a short wing that's devoured before he takes his reign. And it says that in 2 Ezra 11:31, and behold, the head turned, and those that were with it, and it devoured the two little wings which were planning to reign. If this reads right, Trump won't take office. Biden being the second feather and disappearing more suddenly than the first, I really do think, the more I think about it, that has already happened. Biden was basically forced out as the party nominee. Biden has pretty much been sidelined by his party and by the executive branch of the government, and other people are running the government for him. I don't know that there's any other way to see it. So, what will really happen? Again, none of us know. I do think though that it is incredibly fascinating, and it is going to be incredibly amazing to witness it as it takes place. And by January 20th, there are going to be puzzle pieces put in place that will prove this right or wrong. It will prove it right or wrong, and if it is proven right, I don't think that there's any way to see this for something other than what it is at face value. And it says a lot of things about what shall come to America. It's not good. It's not good. Will be fascinating to see. And like the brethren say, there are amazing things ahead of us, and some of God's mightiest works, we will witness. And it's a great and it's a glorious time to be alive. It may suck at times, but it is a great and glorious and marvelous time to be alive to witness these things. So